don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
One little group and said there's like 24 people, like the Washington Post said yesterday. Most of the crowds you only see once, and then they have to leave. There's been thousands here. Hey, brother. Oh, no. They're going to pull over and give you a ticket right there, man. God bless you. We'll see you over there. Be safe. All right, you're awesome. Thank you. So what's happening is, this is a big success. Hundreds of newspapers around the world, dozens and dozens in the U.S. are covering it. I wanted to get to one more point. Hold on, guys. We're doing a live feed. Watch out going across the street, okay? Okay, now, just to be clear here, we'll run across the street now and see us, somebody gets hit. We're going to add this little piece before we go show you the big crowds here at the live streams we have at Infowars.com about Glenn Beck's The Blaze. Glenn Beck's exposed Bilderberg Group, talks about Soros, we appreciate that. But he sees us as a competitor. So he said mean things that, you know, me and Charlie Sheen get in the shower together, stuff you could sue him for, but he did it under satire. So I left it alone. It's clearly satire. Well, I did satire yesterday, talking about, very dark satire, about all the roasted babies that are getting shipped into Europe and the U.S., the 30,000 pills, you know, that was in the news a few weeks ago of brown babies. It's in a lot of the big cosmetic maker systems. They took a snip out of it where a guy's driving through, and I go, no, he's probably just picking somebody up. Or, you know, he might have a kid in the back, or, you know, they might be bringing him some roasted babies. And then the cops were laughing, and I said, no, I'll bet you 10,000 people really are trying to ship roasted babies to very rich clientele. And that's my point. Elites throughout history do weird, bizarre stuff. A lot of these elites, Paul Watson's doing an article that we're going to post this video at once it's archived. We're live streaming now that goes over this. The wars are killing massive numbers of innocent children. The carbon taxes, Lord Monckton's estimates are, will kill about 1 billion people under the Copenhagen Agreement if it ever got fully implemented. We've got all these news articles that Paul's going to post where royalty, elites, judges have been caught connected to child kidnapping and child sacrifice. That's mainstream news. The elites getting political dissidents' organs. The truth is humanity is being fed on. This stuff is real. And just like what Jonathan Swift in 1720-something wrote, the famous piece about, hey, the Irish shouldn't complain about being poor and all the taxes. Why don't you just eat your children and do us a favor? That's kind of where I was going with this. But these are the type of people. In fact, the Rockefellers and others have been connected to really weird stuff. Francois Mitterrand was into the occult, Tony Blair. That's all in the mainstream news. Rothschild castles have had a lot of weird stuff going on at them. So I know that if you profile these type of people, if you profile this type of elite, that is the exact type of group that is into this stuff. But their policies, they want carbon taxes, they want austerity to pay off their derivative debts. These are the parasites, these are the robber barons. Once you know who they are, you read the Wall Street Journal. We were reading it this morning in the hotel, and it's like Bilderberg Group member, the former head of BP, demands Ireland take all these new taxes to pay off debts that aren't theirs. But it doesn't say he's Bilderberg in the article, or Peter Sutherland. Or you read all these other stories about SpaceX Dragon. Well, that's all taxpayer funded. They're just handing our space program to them. It's not free market. They're just having it given to them. These really are the top of the pyramid, and they've gotten rich and powerful through cronyism, through monopoly activities. So I want to salute everybody that got out here. There are big numbers of people here. We're going to be doing a Ustream once we get down there in about 5 minutes. But we're a quarter mile from the hotel or more, and there's just people walking up down the street. You probably can't see them just on the little Ustream, but there's about 100 people right over there. Death to the New World Order! Yeah! Yeah! Again, folks, very, very exciting. It's all at Infowars.com, but I'm glad that some of the kind of establishment libertarian type sites are attacking us. I mean, the Blaze really isn't attacking us. Daily Caller is. And I thought they were a Democratic comedy team when they said, hey, I heard Chuck Norris is here, and hey, you're making money and all this stuff. I really thought, hey, is this Democratic comedy team? And people said, wow, that was smart. They knew it was Daily Caller before they announced themselves, and their new nickname is Democratic Comedy Team. With Tucker Carlson, I didn't know that, but now that name is spreading. They're known as Democratic Comedy Team. And I was talking to high-level conservative bloggers, about as high as it gets in the country, and they believe that Tucker Carlson is like a Democratic operative shill, but that's a side issue. Here's my report on that subject. We'll be down there in the crowds. We're going to be talking to them. We're going to be talking to the people and why they're here. I salute everybody. Look, more folks coming constantly. Do what?
I won't try to cross the street today.
Oh yeah, you got arrested.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. This guy barely just walked on the side of the curb.
Exactly.
By the way, I talked to bus drivers in the bus company. Those bus lanes, you're allowed to park and drop people off, but they're writing out-of-staters tickets thinking you don't know the law. Hundreds of them. I mean, this is incredible. Red carpet for the tyrants.
That's ridiculous.
Red carpet for the tyrants. A fake book of tyranny against the citizens. Tell folks what happened to you.
Yeah, so, I mean, as you saw, they told me that I was under arrest for doing that. They said I'd been told 5 times. I hadn't even been at the protest all day, and I walked onto the, just
come closer.
Yeah, I barely stepped off the sidewalk for a minute, and as you could see in the video, and I wasn't trying to test my limits or anything. I was just trying to go around the protesters that were on the sidewalk and get back on the sidewalk as soon as I could. And as I was doing that, officer came up and grabbed me. They were already blocking the entire lane of traffic off. The police were, and so therefore they were trying to charge me with impeding traffic flow. And the only traffic.
Bottom line, they slammed you around quite a bit. What did they do to you once you got to jail?
Well, in jail, they pretty much are just using, like, trying to get me to just. They're treating me like I'm in the military, like I'm going through basic training, pretty much. Like, like telling me I had no rights, that it's their house and all that. And I
heard they strip search you a bunch.
Oh yeah, they just searched me like 3 or 4 times. 3 or 4 times they searched me.
So a little TSA of Obama Grove down. Yeah. What else happened? I heard they hit you with a TB test.
They were trying to, yeah.
It actually has TB in it, and it sees if you have an autoimmune response.
I know, and I denied it, and they said, since I'm getting bailed out, they'll give me time to do that. But if I don't get bailed out by that night, which I did, they said that I was going to have to be...
Well, did they force it on you?
No, well, they tried to, but then I said, I will not take that. I refuse that. And they said, well, we'll put you in this back room, just in isolation. You got to just sit there by yourself. You get punished for not taking it. But I don't see how that's...
All right, brother, we'll see you over there. Folks, good job being here. Again, more people walking up all the time. I'm told there's well over 500. Hey, God bless you. You know, the Washington Post said there were 24 people here. We had 500 at one time yesterday. I really haven't seen most people the second day. Folks are coming through one day. So this is over 1,500 people that have been here the last 3 days. And I'm told there's over 500 right now. So let's just keep streaming. Let's cut this off so we can upload this as well, not just have it stream. And then we're going to restart restreaming again. Rob, is your stream working?
Oh yeah, y'all don't forget. They're still watching y'all. Good night.